Hello, my name is Dr. Frederick B. Covington, and I'm an occupational therapist. There are times when you're overwhelmed at work, you have a large caseload, you're trying to meet productivity, or you have exams one after the other. In addition, you have a ton of projects piling up at home, and your calendar is packed with overdue tasks. To make room for all this stuff, you skip lunch, stop going to the gym, and forget about your social life entirely. When we're stressed, self-care is usually the first thing to go, and that only makes things worse. But what is self-care exactly? Generally speaking, self-care is engaging in activities and behaviors that have a positive effect on your mental and physical health. There is no one thing or even a list of things that encompass self-care. It's different for each person. However, the end goal is always the same: to reduce stress, preserve relationships, maintain a beneficial work-life balance, and nurture your mental and physical well-being. Self-care involves a lot of introspection. It requires identifying your needs and taking the necessary steps to meet them. Finally, you want to treat yourself as compassionately as you treat others. While all of this may seem obvious, many of us, including myself, often put the needs of others first, setting our own aside. Now, experts have found that good feelings can boost your ability to deal with stress, solve problems, think flexibly, and even fight disease. Taking care of your body emotionally, physically, and mentally through creating joy and satisfaction is an important part of living. Now, as I said earlier, self-care is very individualistic. What works for me may not necessarily work for you. However, there are some general things that I do that I think can apply to many. So, the first thing is I've learned to say no. Being selective about what you take on and saying no to what will unnecessarily add to your load can be a good start to controlling your stress levels. This is especially true if you find yourself taking on more than you can handle, as juggling many responsibilities can leave you feeling overwhelmed. The next thing I learned to avoid procrastination. Now, another way to take control of your stress is to stay on top of your priorities and stop procrastinating. Procrastination can lead you to act reactively, meaning you're scrambling to catch up. This can cause stress, which negatively affects your health and sleep quality. So just get into the habit of making a to-do list that's organized by priority. Give yourself realistic deadlines and work your way down that list. The next thing I do, I listen to music. Now, listening to music can have a very relaxing effect on the body. Simply listening to the music you enjoy is effective and can induce the relaxation response by helping lower blood pressure and heart rate, as well as stress hormones. The next thing that I practice is deep breathing. Mental stress activates your sympathetic nervous system, and that's just signaling your body to go into fight or flight mode. Now, during this reaction, stress hormones are released and you experience the physical symptoms of stress. Your heart beats faster, you breathe quicker, and your blood vessels constrict. Now, deep breathing exercises can help activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which controls the relaxation response. And lastly, I try to do something I enjoy every day, not just on the weekends. That might mean dancing, watching a favorite TV show, working in the garden, painting, or reading. Now, this discussion today is extremely important to occupational therapists to avoid burnout and to simply keep life manageable.